on an individual level, and if she can bring that once again over to the city side, then I'm going to be very happy. However, what I was really liking about the FlyQuest side was how they were able to utilize their rifles and then take the space with that and then let the AWP go elsewhere. So especially on Overpass on that CT side, I'll be looking at that. But most importantly, Empathy, the AWP for Shimmer. Can she continue to succeed? That's going to be the question on everyone's minds. But as we enter Overpass, Shimmer is do or die in this series, but not quite do or die yet for the season.
It must be said, Empathy was their star player as Rifler. Putting her onto AWP, while it can, of course, be incredibly rewarding, there are some risks that come with it. However, at the moment, she's taking a bit of a risk, going for a very, very deep push here towards Playground. Oh, and it pays off! She's only good for one, but hey, you take those.
Yeah, I think that's very unfortunate. It's a very hard position to succeed in. Like, you would consider that kind of like a one and done. And it's given a lot of aggressive information in favor of Shimmer. But because it's so aggressive and so early on in the round, then FlyQuest, well, for Shimmer, they're a little bit like, well, we don't really know where to go off this. So we're still going to be playing this 2-for-2. GooseBreeder, she's been really good at lurking and taking away a lot of attention. She did that on Mirage towards top middle on the T side. And she'll be doing that once again over towards Bathroom. She shows her hands, but it does not actually force LX or Galley to move. But as soon as she gets that Goose on the Phoebe, you can see a bit of fidgeting. But because GooseBreeder, there's nothing else behind it, Shimmer will still hold. Now, Execute comes flying in. One flashbang. Good first opener with one pair of the dual Berettas. LX at Rain, kind of baiting in for Galley maybe with the digits. Will be tapped in. Advantage back in favor of Shimmer. And now they're looking to crunch down this bomb site. Everyone just stepping on each other's feet. However, they still will get some frags off it. Now, GooseBreeder, who was their lurker, is called upon. That dink she got earlier on in Phoebe is going to definitely come in handy because you can just pepper down the Australian. Now LX, the original defender, with these dual Berettas, is going to do a little bit more damage to GooseBreeder. Tap of the bomb, but GooseBreeder, she's just playing with her food, doesn't want to properly swing out, but when she does, she finds the frag, and a 1 versus 2 for the Canadian. The IGL steps up in a very immense way.
GooseBreeder and Clutch's name a more iconic duo. Beautifully done by her. Look, we knew that there was no kit in play, but gotta be safe, right? She plays the time incredibly well, making a massive noise over in water and really getting into the opponent's head there. And she will clutch out that round for FlyQuest. A round win, a bomb planted. That is a lot of extra cash to go around. So it's 4 Galils and a MAC-10 versus Pistols.
Yeah, the solitary Deagle for Empathy, who did get that 1 frag in the last round. I think Alex has dropped that over to her, so very selfless, even though she could have taken it for herself. Empathy is going to be wielding the hand cannon alone towards the A bomb site, as the rest of her team are currently stacked over towards the B bomb site. Just default pistols galore. Empathy, though, is going to be able to clear out this part of the map, but unfortunately, the reliance is still going to be firmly on those USPs, and they do just have the definitive call that it is coming towards them. What's they do with it? Well, they're going to try maneuver themselves towards short, but as GooseBreeder spots them out, it's going to surge the rest of FlyQuest through towards Monster, and they're going to be picking apart these USPs as they're trying to crawl back to the bomb site. GooseBreeder still just lurking in connector, bit of spam, bit of BM at the end as she survives on 3 HP and Mad survives on 1.
And that means that the reinvest is minimal for the squad. They're going to be very, very happy with that. I'm going to take that literally right to the bank. Shimmer now going to be able to buy in, of course, having ecoed in the second round. So got a little bit of cash to play with here. Galley for Mas and full util. Smattering of util across the rest. Looking to see if they can get themselves in on the board here. It took them until round 5 on Mirage. See if they can do that a little bit sooner, as Alex will get the opener onto Mads. Beautiful.
That's a very good start, but Galley, she's going to be hit with a very fierce grenade, and that's just going to kind of stop her from jump peeking. So it's going to allow Bibi alongside GooseBreeder to walk up short, and they're just going to take all this space. The MAC-10 doesn't really care about dying because she's just creating that space for her team, and she'll even get some really nice damage with that grenade onto LX. So the bomb site completely capitulated. They've given it over. to FlyQuest. But as that bomb goes down, now they're going to crunch. Good frag on the MAC-10 will allow GooseBreeder to upgrade to the M4 and take control towards short, but on only 9 HP, she's got everything to do now. 1 versus 4, almost achieved over in Mirage, but this time on Overpass, I think this might be a bit of a tall order for her. It's a 10-second defuse, if I'm not mistaken, and GooseBreeder, even though she could maybe get off a lucky shot, is just going to be cancelled out. And a great round from LX, even though she couldn't clutch up the pistol, will definitely make up for it in that first gun round.
Nice recovery from Shimmer here. Great hold. That first kill onto Mads, instrumental. Drops the bomb right inside Monster. Forces FlyQuest to kind of have to scramble to readjust. And we've got Goose on a little bit of a lurk. But ultimately, it's Shimmer who locks down the site. Denies any space. Thankfully for them, reinvest. Not as heavy as it could have been. Still not great, but you know.
Mad's tearing her way up short. Doesn't want to get too aggressive with it. She doesn't want to give away the opener, but just wait and see if anyone will walk into her crosshair. And I feel like she's going to get that nice frag onto Galley. And with GooseBreeder actually getting killed by her teammate, if I'm not mistaken, it's FlyQuest with all the kills right now in their pocket, and it's going to follow in that way as Kelsey survives on 1 HP. Seems to be the thing for FlyQuest, just surviving on a sliver of health. Abby with everything on her shoulders, everything on her plate, and there's 3 players in front of her. 2 had util out, and unfortunately she goes for the one of them who does, and that's BB, who just has her gun out, prime, ready and waiting for a swing like that. And Phoebe, no looking right now in this round, and a good round from FlyQuest. It just kind of started off well and ended well. There was no real 2 ways about that.
Yeah, I mean, last round, they kind of had a full stack moving in towards Monster. This time around, they go in towards Underpass. Get those first couple of opening kills. Well, 1 kill, 1 team damage shenanigan. These things do happen, though, unfortunately. And ultimately, however, you know, they do be a shame. But they win the round, and Kelsey survives with 1 HP, much like Mads in the round before. So once again, reinvest, not as heavy as it needs to be. And you know, I think GooseBreeder is a somewhat forgiving kind, so I won't take that too personally. Shimmer, however, that was an important round for them. Winning winning the 3rd round, their first gun round, was big. It was, you know, it's a big difference maker potentially, but there needs to be follow-up. Unfortunately, after losing that one, money is a little bit tight here. 2 rifles and a scout, complemented by a couple of pistols and very limited utility. 1 smoke, 1 flash, already gone.
Yeah, that limited utility, well, they have to make something work with it. And empathy with the scout really would have been going for a frag there. Unfortunately, all she'll get away with is a tag onto Kaode with Phoebe. That saved A1S. I mean, the fact that she gets a kill here is ridiculous. Like, basically no HP left. Does at least catch GooseBreeder off guard. So that is the lurk that is really scary. Maybe mitigated a little bit, but it's still going to be this B attack. FlyQuest have pretty much gone here every single round, if I'm not mistaken, and they'll be looking to find the success they've garnered so far. There's only 1 player on the bomb site. That is going to be Abby. She's moved away into water, and, well, she's got it all to do right now. First hurdle, she won't even cross. Very nice entry from Mads. LX rears her head from short. Nice little pickup on the Deagle to upgrade to the AK. Empathy, it's going to try to deny the bomb, but good bomb plant position makes it so that's not possible. And a 3 versus 3 for Shimmer, where they have no kit, and a scout AK. And if I'm not mistaken, a full eco on Galley is looking fairly unwinnable. And this round overall was just a low buy, with maybe like the hero A1S on Abby and the save from Phoebe. So any kill steal would be definitely successful. And that is actually the opener onto Mads. Kelsey over in short, though, throwing pandemonium towards Pillar. And very nicely done for FlyQuest, just making sure that round comes up in their clutches.
Yeah, I kind of thought maybe Shimmer will pull back, hold on to the rifle and the scout at the very least. I know you want to go for it. You want to get rounds on the board. You want to do that economic damage where you can. But I feel like maybe it was a little too risky as now, while the previous round was a bit of a janky, you know, couple of hero things thrown in, this time around it is a half buy. It's quite, or a force, whichever term you want to use. 2 for Masters, not ideal by any measure. FlyQuest still massively have the upper hand.
Shimmer don't really care about that upper hand, because I could try to get aggressive, but empathy, only going 1 for 1. Left very isolated. The A bomb site, you normally play in tandem, and the AWP, I definitely was calling upon her in that pregame, and so were you. You were saying, you cannot underestimate and dispute how well she was doing on Mirage, but the inability to get the AWP out early on, by this stage, you definitely would be wanting to, but with maybe an overinvestment in the last and this A1S only going 1 for 1, it's really unfortunate for them. And with FlyQuest, that 1 for 1, perfect. Bibby coming up long. Well, just seems like Abby's not anticipating that. Phoebe gets cleared, and that's the bomb site done. That's the round over. And honestly, I have no idea what went wrong there. Like, are they just not anticipating someone to come up long?
Yeah, that was a strange one, to say the very least. You got a little bit of jump peeking going on, trying to check short, trying to check bathrooms, not realizing that there's somebody pushing up. And then Kelsey, who just blasts through bathrooms, gets 1 for herself as well. It's like the player that was holding it, and I can't remember which player it was exactly.
It was Abby. It was Abby on site, and then it was Phoebe on toilets.
There you go. So Phoebe, who's holding it, maybe she gets a little taken aback, like, damn, BB's behind me. And while that information is busy being processed, Kelsey swings out, and she just gets blown out of the server. I mean, this is a rough round for Shimmer to lose, especially when they had a fairly decent start to it. They took K-Day off the board, and sure, it does get traded out, but that's the AWP gone, right? Like, you have a really solid opportunity here. And, I mean, Kelsey wasn't even looking at her at first. She had to flick back. She still wins the duel. It's not looking great here. FlyQuest, we talk about it. This is their home territory. This is where they feel most comfortable. Shimmer just not doing anything to displace that.
I was actually taking a look at the statistics on Overpass, and if you ignore maybe the international games that they played at finals and ignore the games they've played outside of ESL Impact, they've only lost Overpass once in the NA region, and that was actually against Shimmer over in the last season. It was a 16-14 in favor of Shimmer, but if I'm not mistaken, that series still went out in favor of CLG. Of FlyQuest. It was actually CLG at the time, but FlyQuest now, obviously. But yeah, so there's a world that Shimmer could try replicate that performance and give FlyQuest their second defeat on this map as a team. But this is not the round. This could be a dangerous round, as they did have 2 saved weapons, and they do have some, armor and deagle on some of the individuals, and those, the deagle will actually find a very nice frag. Very nice done from Abby. It's a 2 versus 3. Alex is on the flank. She can cut off the bomb that's trying to go down back towards connector, but it's a game of timing. She's gonna hear the AWP running. That's the first, but unfortunately does not anticipate any more to be there, and Galley left in a very unfavorable 1 versus 2.
Keeping these rounds incredibly expensive, much like what we saw on Mirage, but at a point, expensive stops mattering. And it's all about actually getting rounds on the board here. Now, Galley, she did look very good on Mirage. 1 versus 2 here. Just cannot make it happen. Great happy feet there from Mads and K-Day. It really was, man. The 2 of them dancing across each other there and distracting, pulling attention away. No, look at me. Ooh, look at me. And unfortunately, Galley just can't pick a target, man. You know what? It's that... it happens to me a lot where I like see 2 people and my brain just goes, split the difference, and I shoot between them. In this instance, it was more of like a distraction thing, and it's like, where do I aim? And unfortunately, Galley falls into the trap. Can't even get 1.
Yeah, lovely bait and switches. K-Day, with the AWP out in her hands, very aggressive up short, runs through the Molotov. A prime opportunity there onto LX. She doesn't quite seize. In the meantime, that damage from the Molotov definitely need to take that into consideration. And a good nade towards connector plus a tag onto BB. You've got so much damage on these FlyQuest players right now, but it will still accumulate to a 1-for-1 trade. And GooseBreeder doing very well on this map so far. However, not going to anticipate empathy in top connector. And with the AWP out on the city side, I'm finally starting to see some aggression that I was wanting and vying to see from Shimmer.
Yeah, great positional changes here into this round. Couple of uncharacteristic missed shots. Kayade as well when she ran up Monster there, but empathy.
No. I mean, she was searching for danger. Like, she's jumping around, walking up long, and then BB just on the other end. Even though she is 16 HP, will vanquish her foes. And you just imagine if empathy had actually got that kill with the early doors instead of tagging down BB, it would have been a completely different story. And still holding the pressure. Bomb's going to try to be planted as Mads thinks she's cleared towards truck, but Gally shows her hand. Unfortunately, is unable to actually seize anything with that. Now LX coming through. Smoke does fade, but Kayade up close and personal. This time she will not miss.
God, what a turnaround from FlyQuest. This is what we were saying, right? This is their map. It starts so well for Shimmer. They get a few really, really solid picks. Sure, there are some trades involved, but Empathy is doing so much. Loses the battle to BB completely opens up this site. And unfortunately, it just gets overrun. Shimmer, I mean, we know they don't have an org, so timeouts are unlikely to really come through. You know, you don't have that coach backing, and sometimes you get really caught up in the momentum, and that seems to be what's happening here. Even if you don't have a coach, or even if you do, whatever, sometimes you've got to take a moment, take a breath, because FlyQuest are running away with this map.
And it seems like they are not going to stop here. I mean, it's actually a contendable round. The bomb is down, so FlyQuest, they have the B bomb site, but does it matter? That final frag, super, super important. Phoebe is going to try a joint with her teammate. Very winnable position. There is a lot of utility that FlyQuest have at their disposal. If they can throw a flash and force the AWP off the angle, that's their best case. But no, it looks like they just want to go dry, and they want to try and go and get those trades if the AWP does actually find a frag. But unfortunately for Gally, not known to be an AWPer so far we've seen from her performance, and unfortunately kind of exemplified right there. Doesn't really... kind of misses quite an easy shot, right? And Phoebe, 1 versus 2. Very good round from her so far. This would be a really nice moment to put herself on the map. Silent drop down into water. I don't quite know her positioning just yet. She has no kit, so time is definitely of the essence, but she will catch one player off guard. Timing goes in her favor. Where can she find Mads? There's a million thoughts in her head right now. Can she pluck the right one out of the sky? And she will. Phoebe, she's been imported from Australia, and instantly in her first game shows us what's good.
Oh, her reaction, man. I don't think she was even expecting to be able to get that. Beautifully played from her. Mads gets caught sleeping at the wheel there. You know what? Phoebe will take advantage of that. Very, very well played. Great timing. Like you said, right? Time was not on her side. She makes it work. You can see she's feeling really good about that one. And now a timeout from FlyQuest after losing. I love it, right? Like, sure, you've only lost 2 rounds total, but something went wrong in that round. Fix it. Get it done. Get it sorted. And don't allow Shimmer to get too full of themselves.
Exactly. Like, look, 7 rounds on the T side. Regardless, they're chilling. Big, big chilling. 7-5 at a minimum. Grand. Happy days. But do they want to allow Shimmer to get those last 3 rounds? The question is most definitely... Well, the answer is not. Phoebe, you can see, giving some love. I'm not sure if that's to us or to empathy. It's one of the 2 right now. Maybe to both. But yeah, Shimmer, a round which can definitely set their sails in an upwards trajectory. Boats can't quite fly, but you know what I mean. And right now, it's empathy trying to go for an aggressive play towards connector. She'll actually hit the no-scope onto Kelsey, but then it's Mads over on short who does such good work, gets the spray down, and that is just the round over right there. Like, you know, such a good opener with the AWPer, but then Mads takes charge and denies the short presence and even gets the third. Empathy trying to retreat into the hands of the wizard, and Mads, she is on fire, and she's conjuring a spell that right now Shimmer have no idea how to deal with.
You Only 7 HP, and she's still making absolute magic here. They're gonna start making their way in. Oh man, this flank from BB as well. They're just gonna pincer in from every possible direction. Great little bit of a distraction there from Mads. Now one player position is known. Abby runs to the smoke, but there's BB. Ooh, absolutely deleted from the server. Now it's 1 versus 1, and it's Phoebe. She came up so clutch in the last round, but Kaede has yeeted out of the site. She's headed over towards A. She's gonna get that bomb down, and Phoebe will be none the wiser until it actually happens.
I like the idea here from Phoebe, and I like what she's doing, but then as soon as Kaede gets that bomb down towards the B bomb site, the ruse is up. No kit once again. Phoebe, she had the money to purchase into that, but with no dead bodies around that A bomb site, it's going to have to be this 10-second defuse. Knife is out. I don't think she's going to anticipate the AWP this close, and yeah, she's not clearing bank. Kaede, easy kill for her, and this time there's no clutch for Phoebe. That round got tantalizingly close, but unfortunately for Shimmer, it's not going to be success.
I was so excited for that BB flank. I was like, oh, this is where things go absolutely nutso. And Shimmer just get sliced at the kneecaps from behind. But no, BB's position is fucked. They expect it. It's absolutely, but in the chaos of it all, Kaede goes, stuff this, I'm out. Forget about it. Not about that life, team.
Yeah, it does not matter. And, well, the AWP's actually getting very aggressive here, but Mads, once again, insane. She's so good over towards B short, and as the AWP misses, Kaede takes advantage once again. And Shimmer, well, we're saying cheerio for this round, but they were kind of saving for that last round anyways. And I've got some fun little lore for you that kind of came into my head when you know, Mads 7 HP getting 3 frags. That's very impressive, right? Do you want to hear a lot of you know, she's a wizard or a witch? I don't know how we phrase that, but some weird full circle. A grimy runner or a runner in RuneScape, where my name comes from, is a herb that gets made to use prayer potions. So going full circle, me and Mads, you know, we're joining up here a little bit. You see where I'm cooking?
No, what?
So to make prayer potions, you need to use my name. And Mads, she's drinking that prayer potions, she's conjuring them up, and that's what's given FlyQuest a knife. Huh? You're picking up what I'm putting down?
Bro, you just hurt my brain. Like, I think
what are you confused about?
No, it's not that I'm confused. I just feel like I'm self-destructing. Like...
It's full circle. I see a grimy,
it is the most terrible linking of two things.
Hey, like, I don't know about you, but I think for any old school RuneScape fans in chat, you're gonna see what I'm talking about.
I've played. Listen, I know all about old school RuneScape. All right, I'm old enough to be your big sister.
You were gonna say mom. You were gonna say mom for a second.
Well.
Not quite.
You know what? You tried, buddy. It's okay.
You know what? I tried, and well, Shimmer, sadly, we're given the same response to them. It's 3 rounds on the city side at a best, and well, their best might just be the two solitary rounds that they have, because Kelsey, a great opener, Phoebe trying to be launched forward with the flashbangs that Empathy was providing to her, but they'll just provide her death. And now FlyQuest emerging from long. Gally's in such an uncomfortable position, and well, Empathy in even more uncomfortable position, because just Gally all by herself towards this A-bomb site, tries to be the hero, but unfortunately Mads is right there. She's sipping on those prayer potions, and she is succeeding.
It's the last round in the half here. Shimmer have to come up huge. With only 2 players left, bomb already down. Kits are available this time around. But they've got so much to get through to make this happen. Shots ringing out, so positions are known, and they just get deleted on the cross. That's going to be the first half. We'll see you in a bit.
I might be too taboo. Tried to be a girl with good intentions,
with sheer majesty. FlyQuest RED rise up to glory, reach for the heavens, 10-2 from their home turf. After a bit of mishaps over on map 1, they'll be returning to their glory. Bouchard is back in the server, however, so Galley's been subbed out once again. And with Shimmer, with their full 5 roster, 8 rounds behind, what can they cook? And right now, it's BB with a lovely first kill.
Oh, Shimmer have such an uphill battle ahead of them. Sure, it's great to have Bouchard back in the server, their usual player, but a 10-round deficit at the beginning of the half. It's not great by any measure. Bomb does get planted, so a little bit of extra cash no matter how this round ends up. FlyQuest getting themselves into position. Goose is on the loose. She's on a lurk all the way in the back, and she's getting ready to put herself in position. Phoebe will get the first, but Goose from behind, she does get one, and another one will come through from BB as well. Trading back and forth, 2 versus 2. The bomb is ticking away. Kaede does not have the time.
The Goose gets fried. And even though Bouchard doesn't have any impact in that round, she's a part of that 1 versus 2. But LX, a lovely, illustrious 3K. And even though they did get that lovely opener from BB at the very beginning, and it allowed for that flank with so much intensity behind it, it didn't seem to actually formulate into anything. So it's really nice from Shimmer to actually hold on to a round like that. And if there was any ever a world they do come back to this on the T side of Overpass, of all things, that pistol round is a must.
Weapons in hand here for Shimmer. FlyQuest looking to get a little bit cheeky with the pistol rush. Nice molly to stall them out. So much space can be taken here by Shimmer. Still giving so much respect over. Obviously, they don't have cast division. They don't know what's cooking over at A-Long. Still throwing out a bit of util just in case. They're not. Are they in? They're not in party.
No, but they're having a party. They're close to party.
If they were in party, that would have been so much better.
That would have been so good. Oh my god, what is that? Pardon me, empathy!
Excuse me?
Sorry? What was that? She has a Mac 10, but she goes for the P250, swings out, bing bang bomb, left, right, good night. It's only against an eco, but my god, is that insane?
What the hell was that, man? Empathy just like, yeah, I got a Mac 10, it's fine. I got my pistol. Yeah, please give us the replay. What? Oh, another one at tree while she's basically just about blinded out. Oh, that is unbelievable. And I mean, she's literally just doubled her kill count in 1 round. She had a slow first half, but apparently she showed up for the second half.
She showed up for the second half, a very slow first half. I was really calling upon her on that city side, and she just didn't deliver in any fashion. So maybe this is the empathy we've been waiting for. Still wielding that Mac 10 and the very destructive P250. Don't let anyone forget about that, but it's the gun rounds. We're going back to a little bit of normality. Boost up on short, but Mads does identify that, so she's going to force them away, scurrying back in towards short. And Shimmer, right now, looking to default their way back over towards the, say, bomb site. They've actually got a lot of the map control right now. And the one player that could put a pops to this is BB. A Mac 10 dink does come through, and they're going to try hunt her down. But BB, the fact she gets a second one there is absolutely insane and, frankly, quite criminal.
This recovery from FlyQuest is just ridiculous at this point. But it's still 3 versus 2 here. Goose in a really good spot. She hasn't been flushed out. She spots one, gets the kill, and now Bouchard is the last one left. Kelsey? What? What?
I mean, this is winnable. Bouchard is being flanked from Mads. GooseBreeder needs to be very careful. A flashbang going very high up, and that's just... Wait, was that a decoy? She just threw something up. I don't know what it was, but it makes Bouchard look away. Unfortunately, Bouchard yet to still frag in this series, and FlyQuest RED looking really, really hot right now. That was a big round to get, and BB returning to her former glory. She was insane on map number 1. We excused a little mishap there from Kelsey, and we move on to this next round because FlyQuest RED, it still goes in their favor, and Shimmer, they're not quite shearing as bright as they once were.
You know what? Yeah, mistakes happen. We move along.
We move along.
Interesting ones.
Don't reflect.
I mean, listen. After what happened in that round, and then Kelsey comes into the round with this, I
love it. I love it. She's
no,
cool,
you know what?
just...
I could forgive you, but now I'm not sure that I can. You know, like it's just.
Well, this Mag 7 might actually work. Like, legitimately, you said you hated it. It's actually in a prime position to succeed because it almost is favored in this position. Flashbang, will it be good? No, it does not blind Kelsey, but she still does not succeed. Unfortunately, does not find a frag, can't quite pluck it out. And with Mads only going 1-for-1, so much emphasis is put on GooseBreeder, and she's been illustrious so far in this map, and she does just enough for BB to come over, even gets a final frag with her sidearm, and with smiles all across the board, transcending to heaven. They are fluttering so far up. FlyQuest RED securing themselves as the best team in this region.
Tell me again about that Mag 7?
So the Mag 7 actually won them the round. So if they didn't have that Mag 7, then GooseBreeder wouldn't have played in the position that she was playing in, and everything would be different.
All right, you're cooking that same weird stuff that you were cooking earlier, I see.
Yeah, see, it's all cooking. And well, Shimmer, what can they cook in this round? Apparently, it's just bullets, because both BB and KOD unleashed themselves. KOD with a lovely sharpshooting, and Phoebe, it's her first entrance into ESL Impact, and she'll be the last to fall as FlyQuest RED stay undefeated. Mads waving her wand, because it's just success all over the place.
You cannot underestimate FlyQuest on their own map of Overpass. This is their, I mean, we've said it.